Today on This Week in Video Games, we have all the latest video game news. Plus, we'll be counting down the top 5 most attractive video game characters. And Adrian's got another walkthrough. Hello everyone out there in internet land. I'm Andrea Renee and you are watching another episode of This Week in Video Games on thisweekend.com. I'm here with my lovely co-host, Miss Jessica Villarreal. How are you doing today, Jessica?
Hi everyone. I'm fine, thank you. I'm very excited about what's coming up today.
Yes, we got lots of fun
stuff.
We got Adrian Acevedo-Smith over there in the corner man in the chat room.
Hey guys, nice to see you.
Yeah. Hey, I like that blue. It's looking good today.
Oh, thanks.
And you have a dinosaur on your shirt.
It's Godzilla.
Oh, yeah, my bad. Well, they're kind of like the same thing, right?
Yeah, kind of.
You're like, excuse me, no. So we have, like Jess said, we do have a lot of very exciting stuff going on the show today. But first up, at the top of the show, we got to do a showdown. That's right.
Showdown.
We missed it last week, but now it is back, and we are doing one on the PS3 for all you PlayStation fans out there. I know we've been a little Xbox heavy, but now we are doing a PS3, and Jess and I are taking each other on in a lucha libre. And I'm realizing, oh, here's my controller. I found it.
Oh, yes.
So we are going to, this is the newest wrestling game out from Sling and distributed by Konami. This is a really cool game, you guys. It's, let me just go ahead. Let me see here. Let me turn my controller on. Resume match. There we go. Okay.
All right.
There's
Here we go.
a bunch of, I think there's about 40 different customizable characters.
Oh,
you just roundhouse me to the face.
Oh my gosh.
Get up. How do I get up?
Oh, I don't know. I'm going to take advantage of it though. I'm cheap like that. Oh, ow.
Get up. Get up. I'm just button mashing.
Oh,
yeah?
Slap
Take
me.
that.
Oh,
Take
you
that.
slapped me in the face. Oh, guard is right. Oh. Hey, kick him, push him. He pushed you off. It's gonna punch you. Punch him. Kick him. What's he doing? Oh,
Yeah.
body slam me.
Bam.
Oh
Take
man,
that.
there goes my collarbone.
Oh, I just elbowed you with junk.
In the nuts. Right.
Oh.
What?
Come on.
Kick him. Oh, roundhouse.
Oh. Come on, seriously, slap him. Slap him.
Another one.
Don't just
Get on
stand there
him.
and take
Get
it.
on him. Oh. I don't know what that just did.
My guy's like, he's like defeated.
Can I grab you?
He's like, I'm done.
Oh, he's kicking me right in the gut. Oh, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do with me like that? Whoa, hey.
Yes. This is a really cool game that is really kind of shaking up the wrestling arena as far as games go. What's really kind of neat about this is not only do you have to beat your opponent, but you're also given awarded points on how much you incite the crowd.
Oh, that's cool.
So because
out of ring.
I knocked your ass out.
What does this mean? What does this mean?
A lot of the lucha libre culture has to do with, performance and kind of, the show and really kind of crowd reaction. I mean, obviously the
they're booing
WWE
me now.
MMA, that's big too, but... Oh! Giving you the elbow. Come on, get up so I can hit you.
People's elbow. I've never played this before. Have you played this?
I've never played it either.
Oh, you're doing awesome. You're doing way better than I am.
I'm literally just button mashing.
Oh, you got up against the ropes. Up against the ropes. Oh, this is your special move.
Here we go.
This is wow.
Shazam! Just stay down. You don't want to get up.
I know. How do you know when it's time to jump on me?
I don't know, but I think I've almost got you.
Is it the same rules? Like you get down, they count to 3, and
I don't know. I'm not like I'm not an expert on lucha libre by any means. But I am enjoying that I'm knocking you out of the ring.
it's because I'm not in a mask. That's why they're booing me.
Well, another kind of cool, interesting fact about this game is it marks the first really big IP put out by a Mexican game developer.
Ah. Oh, get on him.
Oh,
yeah. Now
get up.
Now these
Get
are
up.
yo nuts.
Oh,
Yo nuts.
Come outside. Get back in the ring.
I don't remember how I got in.
I don't
Maybe
know.
try the right. The right. Yeah, there we go.
There we go.
Oh, in your face.
You're like, yeah,
Do it.
get back in the
Do it.
ring so I can kick you in the face.
It pushed you off.
Oh,
double T. Oh, whoa.
Yes, there we go.
I need to start learning how to grab. Oh, I just grabbed my jock.
I gave you a nut shot.
Yeah.
Come on. Finish him off. There we go.
Another one.
Bam.
Oh, man. I don't even know what my name is. Who's this character? Who's this guy so I know not to beat him again?
Oh, yeah, right. My Skeletor character.
Oh, look, you're flaming up there, you see? You're like on fire. Your character's on fire. I hear them laughing at us out there.
They are laughing
Weird.
at us.
I'm awful.
Oh, come on, get up.
Grab him, grab him, grab him. Oh, do something.
Wait, get back in. Get back in.
Get up. Oh, he slapped me. He spanked me.
Uh-oh. Oh, I don't want to lose by default.
Can
Come
I kick
on.
the referee? Oh, I just punched the referee.
Oh,
yeah,
you're Yes. And wait,
that was
where's the
entertaining.
hat? We have to bring the hat back.
Oh, the
Please bring
hat.
Yes.
They're getting it looks
Our
like.
wonderful studio crew is bringing the hat in. Thank you, Mr. Derek. Oh, no, it fell on the floor. Thanks. All right, this is your first time wearing the magical hat.
This
of
is
shame.
this is like Mickey's hat from
It is.
from Fantasia, isn't it?
Yeah, I believe so. The wizard's hat.
Yeah.
I have a clip about that later on the show, actually.
Oh, sweet.
We're talking about the scores. So,
Oh, all right.
before we get into the news, I
Sorcerer's
want to.
Apprentice. There you go. Sorry.
Before we get into the news, I want to give a big thank you to StormOnDemand.com. The reason you can see Jess and myself and Adrian here on thisweekend.com is all because of Storm On Demand. They provide us with all of our cloud computing needs, and they can do the same for you. So if you need some cloud computing out there in internet land, go to StormOnDemand.com. All right, so the first big story that I want to talk about is what I've been playing recently, actually. I have been waiting for this game for so long, and it only makes perfect sense that we talk about it because Nintendo had their big birthday in the United States this year, and it's Kirby's Epic Yarn. This has been sitting at my house for about a day and a half, 2 days now, and I finally got a chance to play it last night, and I got through the first 3 levels. It's very reminiscent of Paper Mario to me. If you ever did you play that game?
Yeah, totally.
It's at first I was like, this is a little too easy. I was like, it's like ridiculously easy, and then obviously the further in levels I went, it got more difficult, harder. But it's just so cute. I mean, he turns into a little car, and he can turn into like a little parasail. He can turn into a tank, into a fire truck. It's really kind of interesting and creative the way that they use this whole yarn universe. The whole story is that Kirby has been sucked into this evil wizard's sock. So he has been turned into yarn. And there's a really good play on fabric use and quilting. It's in this place called Patchland, and the whole goal is to get this magic yarn back from where whoever took it, and then he can be a car.
That's awesome.
And to kind of like save the universe.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, it's really fun. I had a really good time playing it, and I'm looking forward to going home later on tonight and playing it some more. So Kirby's Epic Yarn, it's very cool. I highly recommend it. It's definitely not for the hardcore gamer. It's a casual game fan, but if you have ever played a Kirby game in your lifetime, and hopefully you have because he's been around forever, then you definitely want to at least rent Kirby's Epic Yarn. So.
Yeah, the last game that I played from Kirby was Kirby Canvas Curse, which was like several years ago, but I've always, I've enjoyed that. And then I actually enjoy playing, like I've said before, Meta Knight in Smash Brothers Brawl, but I also brought this to show you for Kirby as well.
And you're wearing your Kirby shirt.
And then I wore my Kirby shirt as well. It's a little more risque, but it's basically Kirby saying...
If you guys can't see what it says on Jess's shirt, it says, "I want you inside me."
Because he eats everything. Come on now. Come on. I only thought it was appropriate for today, so...
Yes. Hey, it's okay. It's This Week in Video Games.
I know.
We like being not PC here. Adrian, do you play any Kirby games?
Yeah, my favorite Kirby game actually was Kirby Superstar. It was for the Super Nintendo. What was really amazing about this game is that it kind of combined all the previous Kirby games and mashed them up all into one. So it was kind of like 3 games in one. And the Kirby games were huge, and I used to play it a lot with my brother because it had co-op back then, so it was great. A lot of fun.
Very nice. Yes, so Kirby's Epic Yarn, check it out. What else are you playing right now?
I am still trying to beat Dead Rising 2. I'm very close to the end. I think I'm at the very last boss. I've already made it into overtime mode, which if you've played the first game, that was a similar situation. And I think that Dead Rising 2 is amazing. I've enjoyed it so much, and there was a point, last week where all I wanted to do was get home and play Dead Rising 2. So
yeah.
I'm very close to beating it. It's pretty hard at the end. I'm a little upset at how I get so frustrated playing the game sometimes, but I still love it.
Yeah,
so,
of course.
So yeah, I've been working on that.
That's still in my GameFly queue. I haven't gotten a chance to play that yet, but I want to. I'm not going to lie, I have been spending a lot of time still on Halo, but I have been playing Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions 2, which is a really difficult game.
Right.
Believe it or not, if you haven't tried it yet. It's actually pretty hard to play. Adrian, what are you playing?
I'm actually started playing Vanquish.
Oh, yes, that's right.
Nice.
And it's really, I already passed it. It's a phenomenal game.
Yeah.
What I
I'm
really
very
liked
excited
about
about
it,
this.
what I really liked about it is that it's, directed by Shinji Mikami. This is like an incredibly good video game director, and he essentially invented over-the-shoulder view, that he did in Resident Evil 4, and now here he is making a game with an over-the-shoulder view. So what better guy to make a game like that? And
Yeah,
it plays.
third-person shooter.
Yeah, it's a perfect third-person shooter in my opinion, and it's just really fast, really energetic, and really fun. And it makes other third-person shooters like Gears of War look really slow and outdated.
Really?
Nice.
I got to test this at E3, and I have to say that I had a blast playing this game. The game mechanics are really cool. They have this kind of like speed, it's almost like how would you describe it? Like a boost.
A boost.
A boost, yeah, and then you can do like these slow-mo, so like you can boost, and then jump in the air, and then hit slow-mo, and you can like see your bullets going like really like ka-choom, ka-choom, ka-choom.
Like Matrix style, like bullet
Yeah,
time?
Yes,
kind of.
bullet
Okay,
time.
okay.
Yeah, it's very cool. That one is also waiting for me at home to play. I just can't help but Kirby, he's just been beckoning me.
Yeah, it's kind of a bummer because there's so many games out there right now, and we all want to play them, but it's just like, oh, I have to pay my rent right now. And so, you can't really exactly play everything that you want to play. They take a lot of time.
Yes.
At least an 8-hour commitment
Oh,
just
absolutely.
for one game. And
Absolutely.
So
and that's why I really love my my GameFly subscription.
yeah.
So, moving on to the news, big story, Netflix goes disc-free for the PS3 and the Wii.
Woohoo.
Now, we all knew that this was only a matter of time before Netflix was able to put their service on all of the consoles without that annoying little disc that you had to pop in. And you're no longer going to need it for your PS3 or for your Wii. You can get streaming video content now right from the home screen on both of the consoles. And if you have a PS3, you could actually get Blu-ray quality video with 5.1 surround sound, which
Wow,
is
that's
pretty
impressive,
amazing
yeah.
for a streaming service. I hardwire mine whenever I want to watch something that's in high definition, and I never have any problems. I love my Netflix subscription. I use it all the time on my Xbox, so I'm really glad that I can use it now on the PS3 and my Wii. I mean, I'm not going to lie, I don't really watch the Netflix on my Wii. I guess if you only have a Wii,
Right, then it's perfect.
it's good, but I mean, the PS3 is going to blow even the Xbox's graphics
It's really
out of the water.
interesting.
So.
I'd really like to check that out because I also watched everything on my Xbox 360 and then unfortunately it died. And so I was like, no, it's okay because I don't have cable or even regular TV because I don't have an antenna and all that stuff that you need. And so I was like, no, it's cool. I'll just watch it on my PS3. And I couldn't figure it out. I was like, why is it not playing? Why is it not playing? And it was because you had to have that disc at the time. And I was so upset because, I was like, really? Really, you guys? And it was just so easy with the 360. But now, all those problems are solved, so that's fantastic. And I really would like to check out some Blu-ray quality streaming.
Absolutely.
That's really interesting.
And I'm seeing here in my story that it says it can support up to 7.1 channels of surround sound. So I guess that depends on the video if it is 5.1 or 7.1 built in. So if you're a Netflix subscriber, this is really exciting news. And if you're not, maybe you should be one because Netflix is awesome.
It really is awesome. I recommend it highly.
Yes, definitely. So next story coming up, Blizzard sues StarCraft 2 cheaters. Now we talked about this story, I believe it was last week. and talking about the cheaters, and we talked about cheaters in Halo and cheaters in StarCraft. And Blizzard went ahead and ushered in the month of October by showing StarCraft 2 cheaters the door, suspending and banning about 5,000 players. That was the story we told you guys about last week. And now, days later, the company went after some of the people responsible for these cheat programs. Blizzard filed suit right here in Los Angeles last week against 3 programmers specifically, accusing them of creating and selling hacks for StarCraft 2 in violation of the end user license agreement and copyright law. According to the suit, it says just days after the release of StarCraft 2, defendants already had developed, marketed, distributed to the public a variety of hacks and cheats designed to modify and, in fact, destroy the StarCraft 2 online game experience. In fact, on the very day that StarCraft 2 was released, representatives of the Hacks website advised members of the public that our staff is already planning new releases for this game. So they weren't shy about it. They were very open about the fact that they are selling cheats and hacks.
Right, right.
And when you're going up against a company that has such a strong online presence like Blizzard, I mean, I think that's ballsy.
Yeah, I guess they didn't think that, you know, we've seen so many hackers and modifications in the past, and you don't, I feel like the repercussions aren't as harsh as this has been. So it's like, oh, well, let's just make it. What are they going to do? Slap us on the hand? But it's like, no, now we're going to take your babies. It's like hardcore taking, like with the, what is it, the Los Angeles court? I mean, Jesus. Like,
yeah, the Los
crazy.
Angeles District Court.
The District Court, yeah. So that's some pretty intense stuff. I'd be pooping my pants if I were them.
Yeah, they better be scared, because they're saying in this lawsuit, they're saying that it resulted in lost sales of the game or add-on packs and expansions.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And if you can prove that kind of thing, it could be really bad. I mean, these 3 hackers could get sued in like the millions of dollars range.
Right.
So
and I don't know. You just don't want to mess with that kind of stuff.
Exactly.
I mean, I can understand, like, a lot of people have, you know, what they mentioned something like, you know, people are getting frustrated with how hard it is because of these hacks and stuff like that. Like, I would probably stop playing too if I couldn't get past, like, the first level of something or even beat one person because he was just so hacked and modded out that you couldn't do anything. Like, I'd stop playing too. So I can understand Blizzard's point of view. But I wonder if they're doing this as a, hey, beware all you hackers out there, because this could be you. You could be next. So just stop.
It kind of is reminiscent of what the recording industry did like a couple years back, when they kind of made an example of some of these people that got caught file sharing with music files, and they like sued a couple like kids for in the hundreds of thousands of dollars, knowing full well that they'd never be able to pay. So I guess there was a lesson to be learned here. Don't cheat at video games. Earn your stripes like a true gamer does, right? Speaking of true gamers, a game that's been around forever, and every gamer I've ever known has played this game. It's NBA Jam. We told you earlier that it's going to be released on the Wii, and now I have a release date set for the Xbox and the PS3. Of course, the news that it was going to be released on all platforms came out some time ago. But now there is a date. It's November 17th. And what's kind of cool is you can do the classic campaign or the remix tour. In the classic campaign, players take on all 30 NBA teams. You can do it solo or you can do it with a buddy in the worst to the first ladder tournament. And in the remix tour, you'll face boss battles against some of NBA's greatest legends, of course with different challenges and winning conditions. And plus, you'll also get the classic 2-on-2 multiplayer. And in December, EA has announced that they're going to give an update for online features. You can do online or local team play in the remix games. Plus, you can do the classic arcade hoop games such as Backboard Smash, Domination Free-For-All, Elimination, and 21. Plus, you can invite up to 3 friends to play online. And there's lots of secret challenges and hidden content, I guess, in the online version. So it's pretty cool. I really like NBA Jam. Adrian, you guys did a walkthrough on NBA Jam, didn't you, over at Mahalo?
Yeah, we did. We posted a lot of the secret stuff that you can get, because apparently, like, when you pass the entire campaign mode, in the end, you get to go up against these 2 stick figures, and they're the final secret characters.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and you can also actually play as the Republicans or the Democrats. So, yeah, Sarah Palin, Obama, they're all there.
That's cool. See, these are the kind of sports games that I like, that are just kind of silly, that they don't require this really complicated motion scheme, like NBA 2K11.
Oh, yes, we all remember that.
I mean, it's a fantastic game. It's beautiful and all, but it's just too much for me. I like the casual.
This thing keeps falling off of me. How long am I supposed to wear this for?
You wear it for the first half of the show. That's the deal.
Oh.
So you have 10 more minutes to go.
10 more minutes? Okay. How's that?
See, it's good.
Okay.
It looks nice. It complements your Kirby shirt quite nicely. And all right, so this next story, you did some stuff. You found out some stuff about Kinect when you were talking about the Namco stuff, correct?
Oh yeah. This here is the 17 Kinect titles that are confirmed for the U.S. launch. I just had a preview of one of the Namco games. It's the gosh, I can't even remember the name of it now. It was like the Kinect and Mind, or Body and Mind, from Namco. I don't remember the release date, but it was basically supervised by Dr. Kawashima, the same guy that did Brain Age for the Nintendo DS. And, oh, this is it right here. Oh, fantastic. Yeah, so it's basically just like Brain Age, but with your body. It's to test your mental and physical awareness and your reflexes. And see here, you can do math or physical or reflexes. So basically, if it's like he can test you, or you can do like 3 training exercises a day that they pick at random for you. You can do multiplayer and compete against each other. We did a 3-person game, and while we were playing, the game was taking pictures of us, and we didn't know it. So at the end of the game,
the Kinect does do that.
Yeah, and at the end of the game, they had us get together and pose together for a picture. So at the very, very end of the game, it went through this little picture montage of us, and then us together, and it was really sweet. It was really cute, but I thought it was a fantastic game. It was my favorite game of the actual Namco lineup. So I really look forward to that. But yeah.
Yeah, there's a bunch of different titles that are coming out here, and I'm trying to pull up something online here so that you can see. I'll get it up in just a second. But some of the ones that I'm really looking forward to seeing is the Kinect Adventures. Looks really fun and kind of reminds me of reminiscent a little bit of a Wii Sports. Dance Central. This is like the one reason like I'm buying a Kinect is for Dance Central.
What a lot of people have actually said. I think Dance Central really is what's going to carry Kinect for the first few months until they come out with more titles. But people are freaking out over Dance Central. And it's a great game. They have every reason to be.
Of course. And then another one that's really cool is the EA Sports Active 2. Now, I have both of the EA Sports for the Wii, where you use the controllers when you're doing, like punches or like crunches or whatever. Right. And this way, you don't have to hold any controllers. I got to see a demo of this, and it's actually really cool. It's like having a personal trainer like in your living room with you. And you just get your own weights, and the camera sees all your movements, and it's very like true to life. And the exercises that they have in this game are really cool because they're kind of following this current fitness trend of like getting the most amount of physical activity in the shortest amount of time. So they do combination exercises. So you're not just doing a squat. You're doing a squat with like a shoulder press. You know what I mean? So it kind of combines all these exercises together. So I guess if you're looking for a cheap way to not have to pay for a gym membership, Kinect could be a good substitution.
Yeah, I'd like to try it out though, because like maybe try before you buy, because I do have a Wii and I do have a Wii Fit, and I unfortunately don't use my Wii Fit as much as I was hoping. I even have the I'm just not using it that much.
Hey, listen, mine's collecting dust under my couch right now. Okay. I'm not even gonna front. Adrian, did you ever get a Wii Fit, or do you have a Wii?
I have a Wii, but yeah, I mean, there was really no reason to get a Wii Fit.
Yeah, it was kind of like a little fad, and then it kind of simmered off, and now it's just sitting there. But we'll see if the Kinect does something different for me.
Yeah, absolutely. And here, I have it up on my laptop now, so you guys can see some of these games. I'm just going to read the Kinectimals, the Game Party in Motion, Harry Potter, the Deathly Hallows, which I think will be kind of cool, Your Shape, Fitness Evolved, The Biggest Loser, Ultimate Workout. We've got Dance Masters, Zumba Fitness, Kinect Sports, Motion Sports. As you can tell, there is a trend here. And then we've got Sonic, Free Riders, Deca Sports Freedom, Adrenaline Misfits, Fighters Uncaged, which this one could kind of be a cool game. So obviously all of them are very motion-based, because that's the whole point of doing the Kinect. And I'm excited for it. Kinect will be cool.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'll probably hear what everyone else has to say first before I go out and spend the money on it. Because I'm just afraid, you know? I don't want to... You know, I was super excited about my Wii Fit, and now I barely use it. So I don't want the same thing to happen with Kinect. So
Yes.
I'll wait. I'll wait for a little while.
Nothing-
You'll let me know, Andrea.
Yes, I will let you know. We will do some test runs. So, all right, next story. This is probably my favorite story of the week, and I am guessing it's yours too. Obviously, you guys have made me notice that we have a lot of
Toys.
stuff on the table today. Lots of Nintendo memorabilia, because this week is the official 25th anniversary that Nintendo launched in the United States. On October 18th, 1985, the first Nintendo Entertainment System was sold in the United States in a test market launch limited to the New York area. Now this is really cool. I thought we had a Mario video in the Dropbox. I don't know if we do or not, but Jessica brought these really cool little things. We got Toad heads here.
This is a
got a
candy.
little Yoshi.
Actually, here, this one up. You open it, and there's some candy inside there for you. Yeah, it's kind of old though, so don't eat it.
You're like,
but
don't actually
there's
eat this
definitely candy in there.
Around for a while.
I got the Mario Power Up energy drink that I didn't drink because, you know, I feel like it's a collectible. I don't want to.
Yeah, no, you don't want to open
waste it. My wallet. This is my actual wallet with my ID and credit cards. I use this every day. It's the new Super Mario Brothers version. And then I brought my chain chomp, and he is a chain chomp because he has the chain on the back here.
Nice.
And then my Kirby backpack, which is awesome.
Yay,
He's
Kirby.
so cute. He's so cute, and you can sleep on him because he's so soft. And he's got ample room in him for like your phone, your wallet, pens, whatever you need. He's great. I love him.
And we got a little Yoshi here.
And Adrian brought his Yoshi in.
It's
Yeah.
my little Yoshi figure.
Cute he is. He's miniature. I love Yoshi. So this is fun. So just a little bit about this. If you guys obviously are familiar with Nintendo, but it's kind of weird thinking that it was 25 years ago that it launched here in the United States. To think that Nintendo has been around. Oh, look at, they have our Mario video. Great.
Cool.
We're going to go ahead and play this.
Oh, this is fantastic. This is a great video.
that video is available on YouTube and a number of other online outlets. We did cut it because it's like a 5 or 6 minute video.
It's pretty long, yeah.
So if you want to watch the whole thing and see every single Mario from the beginning to Super Mario Galaxy 2, which is up right now, you can check it out on YouTube. And I just want to make a disclaimer. I hope everyone noticed that Peach has red hair because next week is our Halloween episode and I'm coming as Princess Peach. And I have red hair. So.
Well, you know, Mario's first girlfriend had red hair too, Paulina in Donkey Kong in the red dress.
Yes.
She was totally a redhead, so there you go.
So Mario's got a thing for redheads.
Yeah.
Lucky me, I guess.
It's so crazy watching that clip because that's not even every Mario game that they've ever come out with. That's just like the Mario, I don't even know what it would be called, just the Saving Princess Peach, because there's Mario Karts and Mario Parties and Paper Marios and like all sorts of things, and just watching that is so nostalgic and so amazing, and I think they cut together something really amazing. So it was really good to see that for their celebration of their birthday.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
And Nintendo, kind of an interesting tidbit fact, it went on to become Japan's 3rd biggest company with an estimated net worth of $85 billion.
Billion. That's
Billion
with a B.
dollars.
Oh my gosh. Do you know who 1 and 2 is?
No, I don't.
Oh,
I would
okay.
guess that maybe
Sony?
Sony would probably be up there.
Yeah.
Maybe not. I don't know. I'm talking out of my ass because I'm just making this up. I don't know who number 1 and number 2 are. But I do know that Nintendo is not going to be going anywhere anytime soon. Obviously, the 3DS is coming out next year.
Yes.
And that's going to be huge.
Oh my gosh, very excited for that.
So,
and in celebration of their 25th anniversary, they're actually releasing a limited edition red Wii.
Let me see if I can find this.
Yeah, and a red DSi XL. Same price, I believe it's $199.99 for the Wii and $179.99 for the DSi XL. I don't have the bundles in front of me, but they do come with extra games as well. Like I think the Wii comes with the new Super Mario Brothers for the Wii, and the DSi XL comes with 3 games, I believe.
Yes, here we go. I have a photo of it up here if you guys want to take a peek at it.
It's so pretty!
Yes, the red Wii 25th anniversary. It comes with Wii Sports and the new Super Mario Brothers that supports 4-person multiplayer.
Which is a great game, by the way.
And then they also are doing a red DSi XL, and that comes with Mario Kart DS. So it's pretty cool. Very exciting.
I wonder if you can pick, because I know there were 2 other games in there. I thought it was Brain Age and then like a different game, including Mario Kart as well. So
it's possible that there's another bundle out that they're just not advertising here. So
it's quite possible.
Very
But
cool.
yeah.
But we do have to keep moving on. We can't just give Nintendo love all show.
Even though we want
could.
to.
Yes,
I
we
know.
could. We definitely could. The next story is something that you found, isn't it?
Oh yes. Basically, next month in November, the Hollywood Music and Media Conference is recognizing video game soundtracks, and a few are up for some awards in the category of visual media. And I find this pretty impressive because they are not up against, but their other nominees include movies, like big budget movies and big budget, TV shows. So it's great to see video games actually starting to make a presence in, this category. So the nominees who will be revealed on November 11th are actually BioShock 2, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, Epic Mickey, Age of Conan, Rise of the Godslayer, Halo Reach, Alan Wake, Medal of Honor, God of War 3, and Prince of Persia, The Forgotten Sands. So I am huge into soundtrack scores, or video game soundtrack scores even, and I'm really excited about this because I think, Halo Reach and God of War, I've always been a fan of the Halo and God of War songs and scores.
Absolutely.
They're so huge and so massive, and I haven't really gotten to hear Assassin's Creed or Prince of Persia, but just last week, before I even found out about the story, I sent out a tweet saying, hey guys, what are your favorite, video game soundtrack scores or songs or anything? And someone said Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, and someone else said Uncharted, which I don't really remember the music to Uncharted, so I wonder how gripping that was to me exactly.
Yeah, we have a couple of clips. We have some Alan Wake, actually, so we can play some of the Alan Wake soundtrack.
Small town that has been called an iconic symbol of love. Surrounding her disappearance are chillingly mirrored by the Alan Wake? I thought you
look familiar. I'm your biggest fan.
It's the natives, Al. Everybody hates a tourist.
No one made you come here, Barry.
There is a miracle.
I wrote the story.
Dr. Hartman's right. You're crazy.
It's all in your head. You're making this up. Must be tough, knowing that your words will change things.
Who's there?
It's coming.
Hey!
Oh, God. It's right behind us.
Wow, that's pretty epic too. I just find it so fascinating that music is really playing a huge role in video games now, because it used to be like the MIDI and the synthesizer, but the music really does contribute and adds so much to video games these days, and so I'm really, really happy about this. That's awesome.
Yeah, absolutely, and especially since there's so many games now that are so story-driven. Look at some of the games coming out like that have come out, like Mass Effect 2, and obviously Halo Reach,
Right,
and
right.
some of these other like big Castlevania, Lord's
Oh, yeah.
Shadow, which by the way. Later on in the show, don't forget, I'm going to be announcing, after we're done with the news, I'm going to announce who the winners were for the contest from last week. So stay tuned for that. But we do have a little bit of Epic Mickey that I want to show.
Oh, okay.
Project. I was putting the finishing touches on my latest creation. A world for things that have been forgotten. Satisfied with my progress, I put the magic brush down and retired to my chambers. Had I known what events would follow, I would have locked away everything. Paint, brush, and thinner.
I mean, who knows better how to do a score than Disney?
Right, yeah,
I mean,
I agree.
with all of their kind of movie-making power behind the company of Disney, I can't imagine that score to be anything less than phenomenal.
Right, right. Yeah, I'd like to look more into what Epic Mickey has to offer soundtrack-wise as well, so...
What I also wanted to bring up is like a really cool place to go if you really like video game music is Video Games Live. They do this show every year and they just bring in a whole orchestra and they play all these songs from all these games like Metal Gear or Halo, like all the really popular ones, and it's a beautiful presentation. It's a great time.
Yeah, it really is phenomenal. I've actually gotten to go 3 times, and it was actually created by Tommy Tallarico, who used to host Judgment Day on G4, and he composed Advent Rising, the score for Advent Rising, an older game. People just said it wasn't a very good game, but an amazing soundtrack, and it was attributed to him. And yeah, I think when I went, they did God of War, Civilization 4, I believe, the Baba Yetu song. I don't know if you're familiar with that. Tron, Kingdom Hearts, all sorts of really amazing orchestral scores, and it's just a phenomenal show to go to. They tour all over the world, so they'll probably be back here in Los Angeles one day, but you should definitely check it out.
Absolutely.
When I went, I actually got the opportunity to meet David Hayter, the guy who does the voice for Solid Snake.
Yeah, nice.
I ran into him in the aisle, and I just went up to him. I just climbed over all the aisles because he was all the way in the back. So I went up to him, and I told him, "Oh, my God, I'm one of your biggest fans." And he was like, "Oh, it's great." And then I started talking to him, and it turns out that he had actually seen my video of Dinner with the Snakes. So I was really excited.
Oh, cool.
Very cool. That's nice. Little look at people are learning more things about us every day here at This Week in Video Games. But we are going to go ahead and move right along with the news because we still have lots of show left to go. And we're just cruising through the time. So the next story is Assassin's Creed Brotherhood sets Ubisoft's pre-order record. Insane, right?
Crazy, yes, yes. It's a big title. Very big title.
Are you excited to play Assassin's Creed?
I'm not actually going to cover Assassin's Creed. One of the other guys in the team is going
Well,
to
that's
be
not what
playing
I
Assassin's
asked you, Adrian. I asked you if you're excited to play it.
I'm not. I don't think I'm gonna play because I haven't played the second one, so I really want to play the second one before I
Yes,
play
and
the new
it's
one.
fantastic, Assassin's Creed
Yeah.
2. I just really love the game mechanics with like the grappling on the buildings and how you can jump, you know, in the cover system that they
parkour,
have.
yeah.
It's
Parkour,
really
yeah.
neat. Well, and on top of that, it's 15th century Italy. You have these real historical figures that you get to interact with real events that actually occurred way back in time. And
Right.
I just find it a really, really beautiful, phenomenal game. And I'm super excited for the multiplayer function that's coming on Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. But I don't even know what the number they said. I don't think they released what how many numbers of pre-orders they actually have. But thus far, the Assassin's Creed franchise has sold more than 19 million units worldwide. I mean, that's almost 20 million Assassin's Creed games
Yeah, I really
that are
should.
out.
I should really go back and try to do the second one because I played it and I just couldn't get into it. And, you know, a few people were like, oh, you have to, you know, play it for about 3 or 4 hours before it gets really good. And I'm like, no, I don't have to play it for 3 hours for it to be good. It should be good, like, right from the beginning. And so something wasn't holding me to it. But so many people talk about how much they love it and how amazing it is. So I really think that I should go back and give it another try. But yeah, people are just as excited for, you know, Brotherhood. So maybe I'm missing something. Maybe I need to go back and give it a second chance.
I think you should. As an Assassin's Creed fan, as someone who really, really loved that game, it's something that you should definitely pick up before you try to do Assassin's Creed Brotherhood.
I might just do that. We'll see. We'll see.
All right. So what's this level 5 story?
Oh, yes. Level of 5 announces Professor Layton and Ace Attorney in a 3DS crossover title. I'm pretty excited about this as well. I loved Professor Layton. I played The Curious Village and The Diabolical Box, and I have yet to get to the third one. But I played a little bit of Ace Attorney and thought it was fantastic. I wasn't very good at it, so I stopped playing because I got a little confused and disheveled. But basically, they've translated the Japanese title into Professor Layton versus Ace Attorney. And basically, the story is about Layton. They say Layton fans will feel right at home as Layton and Attorney Phoenix Wright find themselves in a mystical, witch-infested town called Labyrinth City. And while Layton attempts to solve the mysteries surrounding a man known as the Storyteller, whose magical pen is capable of creating anything it writes, Wright will be tasked with defending a citizen accused of witchcraft. So, have you ever gotten to check out Professor Layton?
I have not.
Okay, well, basically,
Showing my cards.
Okay. Well, it's a great game, and it's all like a bunch of mind teasers and puzzles and questions and riddles and things like that that help you solve the mysteries of the town that you're in. And so I think that's great to have two problem solvers put together in a game, which will be released on the 3DS, no less. And I think it's one of the only DS games that has actual voice acting in it, and which is awesome. It's great voice acting.
Yeah, because Nintendo doesn't really do that very often. They're a big fan of the word bubbles.
Right, they are, yeah. And it's like 2D animation, like an actual cartoon, like an old Disney cartoon or something like that. And they've actually released Layton cartoons in Japan, which I'm very jealous of because I would totally watch them if they were out here. So lots of exciting news there for people who are fans of both those series. So we shall see what happens.
Indeed. All right, so now that I'm just about to get ready to announce the winners of our Castlevania contest, but first we want you to take the time to all of our people that are in the chat room right now. It's time for the chat room shout out. This is that time of the show where Jessica and I will take your questions. So everyone in the chat room, this goes out to you guys who are watching the show live with us on our Ustream chat. That's ustream.tv/thisweekend. If you guys are watching us on This Weekend or on Justin or somewhere else live on the internet, if you're not in our Ustream chat room, please join us from time to time. We do get that chat feed live here in the studio with us. we want to know what questions you have. Last week we answered who would survive a zombie attack the longest, and Jessica won. So you guys go ahead and think of, okay, now keep it clean, please, I should say. Chat room, guys, keep it clean. We don't want any nasty jokes. We want them to be video game related.
Well, we want them, but we won't answer them.
Oh, yes, you can ask them, exactly. So while you guys are formulating your questions, I'm going to go ahead and announce the winners. And Adrian, will you remind everyone out there what the question was in order for them to win these free copies of Castlevania Lords of Shadow on the PS3?
To win the free copy of Castlevania Lords of Shadow, you had to answer which character is related to one of the characters in a novel, and in which games did he appear.
That's right. And what was really interesting is that this is really a difficult question. Adrian did a fantastic job of coming up with a question because we wanted to make sure you couldn't just go to Google and type it in and just find your answer. Because, I mean, these are, you know, this is like a pretty awesome prize. It's like a $60 prize right here. And we had a winner, and actually we had what I don't want to really call a runner-up, but someone who provided an answer with which we didn't think of. And we thought it was only fair to give away 2 copies of the game.
Oh, yeah.
So the first winner who got the answer that Adrian came up with was Alejandro Vasquez.
Alejandro,
yes, like Lady Gaga said. So congratulations. He answered John Morris from Castlevania Bloodlines on the Sega Genesis. He is the son of Quincy Morris from Dracula. And that is the answer that Adrian came up with. So, Alejandro, congratulations.
Congratulations.
You won a free copy of Castlevania Lords of Shadow on the PS3. And then we actually got an answer. I mean, we got quite a few answers, but this answer, we had to kind of think about it for a second. We were like, is that a legitimate answer? Did we not think of this answer? And that comes from Curtis. You stumped us. He answered to the question. The character is Carmilla. She's in Castlevania 2, Simon's Quest, Castlevania Dracula X, Circle of the Moon, and Judgment. And she is based on an 1872 gothic horror novel, Carmilla, and she's a servant of Dracula.
Whoa.
So that's a pretty obscure reference. That's all I'm going to say. I never would have thought of that. So congratulations. You each won a copy of Castlevania Lords of Shadow for the PS3.
Congratulations.
Because when we saw that answer, I was like, there's no way we can.
We couldn't believe that somebody found an even more obscure reference.
Give away a game to Curtis for thinking of that answer. So we will have these mailed out to you. Congratulations. We will be doing another giveaway on next week's show during our Halloween. They're getting good questions.
There were some good questions, but I'm just reading chat as well. I'm reading Mr. Dead Pixel Live there. Oh, Dead Pixel Live. Always entertaining.
We should just call him out for who he really is.
Yeah.
I'm not going to. I was about to. Okay, so did you find a question over there, Adrian?
Wow, there's a ton of them. Let me scroll through.
The Mario one was pretty good.
Yeah, I saw a Mario one in there.
Oh, okay, yeah, let's do that one.
So read the question for us.
What Mario character would you be, not including Mario, Bowser, or Peach?
I would definitely go for Yoshi. I think it would be really fun to be Yoshi, because you can eat anything.
Oh, that's true. That's great, yeah. I think I'd go with Boo. I'm usually Boo in a lot of, like Mario Party 8 or Mario Kart. If there's any option to be Boo, he's my favorite one to be. I don't know, because he's so mischievous, and he can turn invisible, and, you know, he can do naughty things without getting caught. And, you know, he's accepted because he's so cute.
Exactly. He's a cute bad guy.
Yeah.
Who would you be, Adrian?
I would also be Yoshi. Because, I mean, I've really liked Yoshi since he came out, because I've always loved dinosaurs. So as soon as Yoshi came out, and video games, dinosaurs and video games, so Yoshi's always been my favorite character. That's why I control him in Smash Brothers. And I have a toy of him
he's
as well.
my character in Mario Kart. Like, I dominate with Yoshi Mario Kart, for sure.
I do
He's
as
lots
well.
of fun. So thanks for all of your questions in the chat room, except for those lewd ones. You know who you are out there.
Quite a few this time.
Start thinking of good questions for next week, because we will have another chat room shout out. But now it's time for our Yo Adrian segment.
I love that intro. I can't tell you how much I love that.
Oh, he doesn't like it at all, but he loves us for loving him, so he tolerates it.
Yeah.
This is the time where Adrian, who is our resident gaming expert from Mahalo Video Games, answers all your gamer questions. If you guys have questions about walkthroughs, or if you need tips or tricks on how to beat a certain boss or a level, email us at videogames@thisweekin.com, and we will take your questions and hopefully they'll get on the show. So what do you have for us today?
Today I have a question on Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker. Now the cool thing about Peace Walker is that even when you do beat it the first time, if you do a couple of extra tasks, you get to beat it a second time and get the real ending. And to get the real ending, first you have to beat the true final boss, which is Metal Gear Zeke. And I've seen that a lot of people have been having trouble fighting Metal Gear Zeke, so I'm going to talk about strategies on how to defeat Zeke. So as you can see, the important thing when you're fighting Zeke is to always be moving. I actually use the sneaking suit instead of the battle suit because you run a lot faster, and it enables you to avoid and dodge all those bullets that he's always firing at you. And the best equipment that you can take on this battle, or at least the one will get you through it, is the Carl Gustaf rank 4 and the RPG-7 rank 3. And also be sure to bring your supply marker at rank 2 or above. And what you basically have to do is just consistently keep firing at Zeke. And whenever she goes off to the back there, the best place is to just stay in cover, and you actually don't even have to duck down. As long as you stand right in the middle, you'll be able to fire off without being worried about her retaliating with an electric attack. And whenever you run out of Carl Gustaf ammo, you just switch over to RPG and you keep firing. And when you run out of both of the ammo, you launch a supply marker. Also, some may be tempted to go and use the strike attack. They're always urging you to go and activate the strike attack. But the thing is, to do that, you have to go and press this button, and it takes way too long to activate. And you just end up wasting more time, and it doesn't even take away that much health. So my best recommendation is to just always keep running, keep firing, and use those two weapons, and you'll be able to beat her really quickly. As you can see, I've already drained half her health already. And with that, it's possible to do a perfect playthrough without taking any damage like I did in this one. And yeah, those are the strategies for beating Metal Gear Zeke in Peace Walker.
Very, very cool. I really love that you guys do all these walkthroughs over at Mahalo. They are, of course, one of our sister sites. It's youtube.com/Mahalo Video Games. If you want to check out more of Adrian's walkthroughs on Metal Gear Solid and all kinds of games. You guys are doing Kirby this week. You're doing Sonic, Vanquish. What else are you guys doing this week?
Basically, all the games that come out. We're doing Fallout. That's the big one.
Oh, yeah. Fallout New Vegas is out this week. Very cool. And you can watch my other show, Mahalo Video Games Today. If you guys haven't checked it out, it's a twice-a-week show. And you guys have your challenge coming up tomorrow night where you're doing a live stream, right? We're taking on 4 gamers in Modern Warfare 2, correct? Yes?
Yes.
Oh,
sorry, I was looking at
I'm sorry, we're distracting him from his chat room duties.
Yes,
which is good because we have to move right along because we're getting really close to the end of the show, and we have to do the top 5 most attractive video game characters.
Yeah.
We got this. This is a suggestion from a friend of mine, Tim Nidell. Tiny Tim, this shout out goes to you. I know he watches the show. Tim and I have known each other for 10 plus years. I don't want to date myself, but we worked together at my second job that I ever had at Bennigan's. I was a hostess.
Nice.
We were both hosts together, yes, at Bennigan's back in North Dakota, where I'm from. So he was like, you guys should do the top 5 most attractive video game characters. And this is an interesting list because we couldn't just do overall. We had to do 5 guys and 5 girls because, you know, girls are hot and guys are hot.
True that.
So why don't you go ahead and take the first one? Number 5.
Yes. Number 5 is pretty much any Final Fantasy character. I mean, the Japanese just have a way of drawing beautiful characters. I mean, there's Tifa and Yuffie. There's I can't even see. My eyes are bad. But yeah, I mean, every character in this game is beautiful, or in the Final Fantasy games are beautiful, and so androgynous. The men look like the women, and the women are even more beautiful women. And I've even seen females dress up as the male cosplayers because they kind of just look better as the cosplayers than traditional, you know, as guys do. So Anyone in the Final Fantasy universe is on this list.
That's
pretty much.
right. They're number 5, all Final Fantasy
All Final
characters.
Fantasy characters, yes.
Oh yeah, I had one more here. This guy, look at that spiky hair. He's pretty cute.
Oh yes, that's Cloud and Sephiroth from Final Fantasy VII, which was my favorite. So, Lulu and Yuna. Thank you, Miguel Perez. I couldn't see that far, but yes, that was.
I know. Sorry, my photos here aren't exactly pulled out the way I wanted to be, but we're making it work. We're making it work out of this week in video games.
Baby steps.
In the number 4 spot for men, we've got Kratos from God of War, and I know we have like a little video here of him, I believe. And
yeah.
Yes,
Look at that.
there he is
Check
in all of
him
his
out.
glory.
He's beautiful. I love you, Kratos, and I would have your babies, and as long as he didn't kill them or me. But yeah, everything about Kratos is beautiful. He's strong, masculine, does 2 chicks at one time in multiple games. That's awesome.
He's God of War.
God, yes.
That's right.
He's beautiful.
He can get away with that. Mm-hmm. And in the number 4 spot for women is Kitana from Mortal Kombat.
Woo-hoo.
Now, I picked Kitana because not only is she a badass, but she's super fly. I mean, come on, look at her.
She's quite beautiful, yeah.
And we picked her over Milena, even though they're twins, because she's the good one, and it makes her hotter when she's not evil.
Oh, and she is more popular. I mean, she's in more games, so
That's
why
true.
Why not use her? But
exactly.
Yeah,
there are some people that don't even know that Milena exists, which I think is kind of hilarious and sad at the same time, because I'm a Mortal Kombat fan.
What do you think? What do you think about Kitana, Adrian?
I think all the Mortal Kombat women kind of look the same to me. They're just wearing different outfits. It's
That's
kind of like
kinda
Sub-Zero and Reptile and like
okay.
Scorpion. They're all the
Jade
same.
and Milena and Kitana, they're pretty much the same girl
all the
in a
same.
different colored leotard.
Yeah.
Right? Unitard or whatever those things are called. Adrian, what do you got at number 3?
For number 3, we have Miranda from Mass Effect 2. And I picked Miranda because, I mean, she's genetically engineered to be perfect. So, and they also based her on an actress. So
which
that's
actress?
Why she looks, the one that comes out in the spy show with Zach Levi.
Oh, yeah.
The one who
Chuck.
plays opposite. Yeah, Chuck.
That she did look familiar.
Yes.
Now, I get it now. She does look like
Oh, wait,
her.
they took the video down. We have Commander Shepard, too.
Yeah,
And
Commander
Commander
Shepard
Shepard
is also
Yes,
number
we had
3.
them both at number 3, the Mass Effect couple, and we actually found their little love
The
scene.
romance scene. It's romance. It's not like anything dirty. Why can't we show
It's
that?
not romantic. Come
They're
on.
romantic.
She's like,
game.
hey, I know you've been wanting me for a long time. And he's like, yeah, let's go to the equipment room.
But in the game, you have to
In a game,
work
that's really
for
romantic,
that. You
yeah.
can't just like bang her. You gotta like work for it and like listen to her crap and save her sister and all that stuff, and then you finally get some.
It's just like in real life. Adrian, nothing?
For
no response?
Miranda?
No, it's okay. It's all right. Don't worry. We're moving on to number 2 in this position, Lara Croft. We had to pick her. I mean, come on. Look, she's banging.
Yeah,
and
she's
Angelina
pretty.
Jolie did her justice in the movies.
She did.
Absolutely.
Well, her look. I don't know.
Oh, of course. I mean, the look, yes. That's what we're talking about here, the most attractive characters.
True that. Yeah.
So she was fantastic. And then at number 2, we also have...
Leon S. Kennedy.
That's right.
From Resident Evil 4. I love you, Leon. Basically, I love anyone on this list. This is the list, top 5 list of people Jessica would do in video games, is what this is. Leon Kennedy from Resident Evil 4. I love him. He's tough. He's always like cracking jokes in the, in the heat of battle and things like that. But he still has a sensitive side to him, like, don't worry, Ashley, I'm coming for you. And, he's just like so passionate with the president's daughter because she gets kidnapped and all that stuff. And so he's got his butch side and his romantic side, I think, so. And I actually have that poster of him, that picture you just showed. I actually have it in my apartment.
The silly thing about Leon,
it's like
though,
this big.
you fall asleep under it at night going, oh,
I know.
Leon.
It's on my roof.
it's like Leon hung out all through Resident Evil 4 with Ashley, right? And then she finally developed a crush on him by the end of the game. And then when Ashley finally hits on him, he's like, no, I've got other stuff to do. And
Well,
like,
she's underage, too, isn't she? Like, isn't she like 17 or
I think
16?
she's 17 or 16. Besides, he can wait.
He
like,
can wait.
planting seeds,
No,
Just planting
Leon
seeds.
doesn't wait. No.
Well, Leon, you want to talk about who we have for number 1? I mean, Leon. Did I just call you Leon?
Yes, you did.
Look at now, I'm dreaming about him. We need to move on then. We have one of your favorite characters in #1 spot, but you told me you didn't want to say it, so I will, right? Snake from Metal Gear Solid. I have a little hot photo of him there. Look at his bandana flying. He's such a badass. It was funny, when we were at Konami the other week, I told Adrian that they have a life-size version of Snake.
Wow.
So I could like put him in my bedroom and just know that he's always protecting me.
Yeah. Always watching over you. I can imagine that you're waking up and you're like, oh my God. Oh, it's just Snake.
That would be kind of scary now that I think about it. You like
creepy.
wake up in the middle of the night not expecting
This
it.
big figurine.
Yeah, and you helped us find the girl, #1.
#1. My #1 pick for most attractive video game character female is Bayonetta. I think Bayonetta is one hot mama. Holy crap. Like, I played through the entire game. She's badass, she's extremely sexy, and she's not afraid to use that sexuality against her enemies and flirt with them and then kick their ass. And she's always cool in like extremely hazardous situations, and I've never seen her like, look at that, hello.
I know, right?
Like, I've never seen her lose her cool in the game, and she's just immaculate to me. Like, I wish I could be Bayonetta. That's how much I love her.
No, she's definitely a badass. And I know we didn't get to show, because we're running really short on time, we didn't get to show her dance, but she does this really wicked dance.
She does dances, she has climaxes, which her hair like flies off of her body, because if you haven't played the game, her suit is her actual hair, and it flies off her body. And they don't make it too raunchy or anything like that in the game. They make it very pretty and classy, and some of it is like, oh my God, are you serious? Did they just do that? But it's funny to me, and I think it's so Japanese and so just perfect. I think she's great at #1.
She also has a really good voice. Whoever got
the voice actor is
fantastic of
amazing.
Bayonetta.
Yeah, and that really brought the character to life, I think, was that voice actor, and she was perfect and sexy and sultry, and so I'm really happy that you guys let me pick her for #1.
Yes, absolutely. So this is a collective, again, we like doing collective top 5s here of our most attractive video game characters. I'll list them all on our blog for you guys if you missed one. If you guys disagree or agree, or if you have suggestions for our top 5s, we want you to please email them to us at videogames@thisweekend.com. We're going to go ahead and wrap the show right now. I'm kind of sad the show is over. It flew by. I do want to remind everyone. I know, doesn't it? I want to remind everyone that we have our Halloween episode next week. We are all coming dressed as video game characters. Who are you coming as?
I'm not sure yet.
You're still undecided?
It's either going to be Chun-Li, which I've cosplayed as numerous times, or another character that I haven't announced just yet to anyone, but I'm working on the costume, and I think it's almost done.
Close. Oh, very nice.
I gotta get a wig, so we'll see. We'll see if I can find it in time.
Cool. Who are you coming as, Adrian?
I'm also deciding, because I also have several options.
Oh, see, I'm the only one that's decided. I have something in the wings that I kind of thought if I could pull together would take the place of my Peach costume, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. So we're all going to be in costume next week. We're going to do a special top 5 bloodiest games for Halloween. We're also going to do a bunch of other fun Halloween-related stuff for the show. You can find me, Andrea Renee, on Twitter @Andrea Renee, or on YouTube, youtube.com/BLSSM01. That's Blossom01. That's my gamer handle. And where can they find you at, Jess?
I am just on Twitter. You can find me twitter.com/JESV. That's Jess V.
And Adrian, you have a YouTube page too, right?
Yes, youtube.com/GodzillaRex.
GodzillaRex.
And you can find me in my email, adrians@mahalo.com. And be sure to check out our YouTube channel, youtube.com/MahaloVideoGames.
Yes, and you can now email Jessica at This Weekend as well. So we got her set up with her This Weekend email.
Come find me, come talk
we
to me.
always want to make sure we give another thank you to Storm On Demand. You can see us because of Storm On Demand. Check out stormondemand.com for all your cloud computing needs. Stay tuned. We got This Weekend music coming up with Ashike and Tim Bader. It's going to be a really good show today. They have a really fun musical guest. And don't forget to check out my other show, Mahalo Video Games Today, at youtube.com/MahaloVideoGames. That's it for the show today. We'll be back next week. So for now, it's game over.